I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired.
Serious question, where are the men?
On behalf of all the independent girls worldwide, I'm here to say that we are tired.
Fellas, welcome back. Today we'll see modern independent women breaks down when reality sets in. Let's dive in, right after you subscribe, of course.
I'm 53. It has been several years. Where are all the good men? I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want to make coffee with that person. I want my person. I want my person. Why is it so hard to find your person? I'm tired.
I get it, you're 53, lonely, and just want your person. But let's be real. Where were you when men were trying to find love in their 20s and 30s? Many were rejected for not being exciting enough, rich enough, or alpha enough. Now, after years of being overlooked, they've given up or moved on. Good men didn't disappear. They were just ignored when they weren't seen as valuable. And now, they're not rushing back to fix what society broke.
Serious question, where are the men? I've been out and about all day, running errands, getting things done, and where are the men? Because everywhere I've been today, I've seen nothing but beautiful women left and right. Like, at least at every stop, I've seen 3 beautiful women. Done up, taken care of. They just look chef's kiss. But I have not seen not one attractive man being outside. Not one. And I'm like, Lord, where are they at? It's 7 o'clock. I know they ain't at work. Because, I'm always saying they just go to work, man. I even went to Home Depot today. Like, I didn't just go to Target. I went to Home Depot today. And Walmart and unisex stores. Like, places where there would be men and women. I'm just like, where are y'all? Anybody else? Because the more I'm outside, the more I see pretty women walking around. But it's like the ratio of pretty women and attractive men is not on the same level. Like, there's more gorgeous girls than there is gorgeous men, I guess. I don't know, but where they be at though? And not that I'm looking, because we don't chase, we attract, period. But it was just an observation. I ran so many errands today, city to city. Maybe God's keeping me in hiding. Nothing.
Okay, I get it. You're out running errands and you're noticing the stunning women all around. But where are the guys, right? Well, let me give you a little insight from a man's perspective. A lot of men are just out here doing their thing, quietly grinding, taking care of business, whether it's work, family, or personal goals. It's easy to assume that the men are missing, but often they're just focused on their own lives. The thing is, men don't always get the same public validation or attention that women do, and they're not always out here flexing or standing out in public spaces. And let's be real, guys have to be more strategic too. It's not just about looks, it's about stability, confidence, and reliability. These aren't qualities that get noticed on a casual stroll through Walmart or Home Depot. So, while you're spotting all these beautiful women, understand that men might not be out there showing off for the same reasons. They're just quietly handling their responsibilities. They're out there, just not always in your line of sight.
Okay, just one more thing and I'm getting off this app because I'm almost out of coffee and my brain is slowing down. But ladies, it is okay to hang up our Miss Independent titles. Everybody knows women can do everything. We're just not meant to do everything. Let these men come in, be protectors, be providers, and make our lives easier. You have nothing to gain by trying to prove your independence. You're truly just trying to prove it to yourself. And that's okay, but you don't have to. Hang it up. Be in your receiving energy. It is time to live a soft life. You deserve it. You deserve it.
So now the same women who bragged about being independent, bossed up, and not needing a man, are breaking down because reality finally caught up. You were told you could have it all, the high-powered career, the perfect family, and the freedom to do it alone. But nobody told you how draining it would be, how lonely. Now it's unrealistic expectations, microaggressions, and I'm tired. Men have been dealing with pressure and expectations forever. and we didn't get to cry about it on camera. Truth is, the system told women they didn't need men. But now they're realizing they want one when most men have already moved on. Because while they were chasing independence, men were watching, learning and choosing peace. Oh, now it's let the men provide and protect after years of screaming I can do it all by myself? Funny how reality humbles. Ladies, you don't win any trophies trying to be a man. Independence was supposed to be a choice, not a burden. Now you realize what men have been offering all along. Structure, leadership, ease. Turns out living a soft life was never oppression. It was a privilege. Welcome back. And next time, maybe don't bite the hand that was always willing to build with you.
You know what I think about quite often, actually? It's the fact that for a long time, like, I never understood women that loved being in the home, around the home, cooking, cleaning, you know, just baby stuff, you know, like family stuff 24/7. I always sought my fulfillment, you know, doing Marine Corps, for example, and I found a lot of identity in being a very hyper-independent woman, but at the same time, I think I was also in a relationship that put me in that frame of mind because I had no other choice. I had to be hyper independent, and I could not lean on my partner in a lot of different ways because of the things that he struggled with. And so now that I'm with somebody that has put me in my sourdough baking era, I can reflect back on that. And when a man is just like a man, and I don't know how else to explain it, you just want to bake for him. I want to bake all the banana bread, all the cookies, like I want to meal prep, I want to make that man's lunch, I want to fold his clothes for him. I did not want to do that for the wrong person, but I guess the right person puts me in my feminine. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm still hyper independent, always gonna be, but yeah. I'm on my way to go pick up a sourdough starter from some random person on Facebook Marketplace, and it feels like a low-key it feels like, I was like looking up on like how I could make my own starter, but like that would take a couple of days, and I would really like to make a loaf of sourdough. And so I'm buying a starter off of a random lady on Facebook Marketplace. And yeah, I'm in my sourdough era, or I'm going to attempt to be, because a few of like my mutuals have like kind of talked about how difficult it is keeping a sourdough starter alive. So wish me luck.
Oh, now look at that. From hyper-independent Marine Corps woman to please let me bake banana bread for my man real quick. Funny how a real man can humble that fake boss energy in no time. See, ladies, it was never about you being too independent. It was about you picking the wrong dudes who made you have to be. Now that she's finally with a man who leads like a man, suddenly she's in her sourdough starter era and loving it. Moral of the story? Deep down, y'all don't want to be hyper-independent. You want to feel safe, cherished, and taken care of. And the second you find a man who gives you that, all that I can do bad all by myself energy flies straight out the window, faster than a sale on Marketplace. Remember, you were never built to carry it all alone. You just lied to yourself for a few years.
And let me just say this, all you independent women, you can have this. I've had enough. I've had enough. I don't want to be an independent woman anymore, baby. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't need a man, but I need a man. Okay? I'm throwing in the towel. I used to be that girl. Had to let a nigga know I was the boss. Had to let a nigga I was standing on whatever I was standing on. Never shut up. Now, you got it, babe. Within reason, but you got it. All that sister soldier. No, baby, we're not doing that no more, okay? I'm delicate. Treat me as such.
Oh, so now you're tired? Now you're delicate? After years of shouting I don't need a man, I'm the boss, I'm independent, suddenly you're ready to wave the white flag? Yeah, it's funny how reality hits different when the attention slows down, and the weight of doing it all alone starts crushing you. Men have been telling you from day one, strength isn't about barking orders or flexing independence. It's about building together, not competing. You wanted to be the boss. Now you're tired of running the company of one. You wanted to prove you don't need a man, but now you're begging for one. Listen, real men aren't signing up to clean up the emotional mess that strong independent left behind. You don't get to flip the switch when it's convenient. Respect and partnership have to be there from the start, not just when it gets lonely.
Because if it was up to me, y'all, I don't want to be an independent woman like that no more. I just don't. I thought I wanted to be an independent woman. Self-love does not mean that you are so independent that you don't need anyone. That's not what self-love means. Self-love is about awareness. It's about taking care of your needs first. But it doesn't mean that you become so independent that you don't need anyone, because what would be the purpose of this experience if you was here by yourself? If you was here all alone by yourself, then you wouldn't even know that this experience is existent, because it would just be you in the experience. And in actuality, it really is just you in this experience, but without other people, then you wouldn't be able to experience you. So self-love is not about being delusional about your independence, because one thing I know, two things for certain, I don't want to be independent like that no more. I just don't. This how I be going outside, y'all. I be like, let me just throw anything on so that people don't bother me.
See? Even the loudest independent women are waking up. Being too independent wasn't self-love. It was survival. It was loneliness dressed up as empowerment. The truth is, life was never meant to be carried alone. Now, after years of chasing I don't need nobody, they're realizing they do need a man's leadership, protection, and support. Reality always wins.
On behalf of all the independent girls worldwide, I'm here to say that we are tired. In fact, let me speak for myself. I am tired. I'm tired of worrying about my own hair, worrying about paying for my own nails, worrying about what I'm gonna eat, paying for what I'm gonna eat, paying my bills, fixing my own car, paying my own rent, doing everything by myself. Like, I need someone to share my worries with. I need to be taken care of. Like, guys, I'm so exhausted. Like, the other day, my car broke down and I had to call a mechanic by myself. I had to stay with the mechanic to fix the car by myself. I had to stay under the sun with the mechanic by myself. And I was just like, nah, this independent girl lifestyle is not for me, because why am I under the sun with my mechanic at 2 p.m. in the afternoon? Nah. Where's my husband? Yeah, it's time. Just come and find me, because, yeah, I'm tired. No. Yeah, I'm tired. If nobody's gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. See all this, I'm self-made, I'm this, I'm getting my own money, I'm independent. Let's be honest, okay? Let's start saying the truth. I'm tired. I know you are too. So please, let's wrap this up. Find me, my husband, please. Find me.
I hear you, and honestly, I get it. The independent woman lifestyle can be draining. You're out here handling it all, paying bills, fixing cars, managing your own life. And sometimes it just feels like too much. But here's the thing. Men have been doing this for generations. The pressure to provide, take care of things, and always hold it together is something guys are expected to do without question. So, when you're tired of doing everything by yourself, realize that men face a similar burden, just in a different way. It's not easy being expected to always be the one who takes care of everyone else while being told you can't show weakness. Men, too, long for partnership, for support, for someone to lean on. So, while you're asking for someone to come and share your load, trust me, men are out here wishing for the same thing. We're all trying to make it work, but sometimes, it's about finding balance, working together, not just doing it alone.
You know, it's easy to look good when you're in your 20s, your 30s, maybe even in your 40s. But the real flex is pulling that off when you're in your 50s. But the dopest flex is when the 30s and the 40s are being compared to the 50 and 60-year-olds. Amen? But the dopest flex is when you can still pull in the granddaddy, the daddy, and the grandson. Yeah. So, who's really winning?
Oh, so you're out here flexing because you're still looking good in your 50s? Congratulations. But let's be real. Looking good in your 50s isn't the flex you think it is. You're talking about competing with 30 and 40-year-olds. But honey, the real question is, are you still competing with your age group? Because if we're being honest, at 50, you should be flexing that wisdom, not pretending like you're 25 with a few extra candles on the cake. You said you can pull in granddaddies, daddies, and grandsons? That's cool, but what does that even mean? Are you a walking family reunion at this point? What happens when the novelty of looking good fades and reality kicks in? Are you still gonna be chasing young bloods? Or will you finally realize that the real flex is about living with some dignity? Let's keep it 100. Everyone's aging, but it's the ones who age gracefully without bragging about it who win. You might be turning heads, but I promise you, you're not turning minds.